Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field first. Early last year, this was a contender for game of the season. Back and forth, Pitt looked to be dead in the water and somehow found a way to come back. This backyard brawl never disappoints.
It was fantastic. I mean, it was back and forth, high scoring, bolted.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Holstein. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds a tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean,
Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This offense has it with really good field position. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
and it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other. It means so much for a year of bragging rights, Palmer.
Well, and the hate started in 1895, and every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Oh, out of space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
After run, now throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Touchdown, West Virginia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Holstein. Sets up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Gallagher. And they're able to get him down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
It'll be third and long. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Gray. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They don't put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
Well, everything was going so well for this team. Here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now
it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They'll try to get outside. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Keeps it on the draw. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's a return from midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Mountaineers! A great catch and run for 6.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Got his man on the right.
Hey, man, that's really good decision-making there by the quarterback, too, because that play is called early in the downs because you're hoping to take a shot, right? You're hoping to push it down the field. But if the defense takes it away, find your check down. Find the running back out of the backfield and get some positive yards.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. quickly complete. Wide open spaces. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. That's caught. It's Lee. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Gets it out quickly. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Forced out of the pocket. That should be the final play of the first half. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, no backyard is safe when the Panthers and Mountaineers get together, and that's the case again today. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between West Virginia and Pittsburgh plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Panthers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Past the first down marker and still running. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First and 10 coming up. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And that is the beautiful thing about zone coverage. Everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, and they're supposed to break on the football. They see the slant, they break on it, get a hand on it. Nice.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Use the play fake, down to throw. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a... there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Look, we know he's not going to break any land speed records, but if you can run efficiently, it gives the offense another dynamic weapon.
No doubt. And if you got the space, right? He's like, look at all that space out in front. It doesn't take a genius to figure out, like, go take the yardage. It's free yardage. I'll take them. I'm not going to score a touchdown probably. I'm not going to go a long ways, but I'll give me some first downs and have my stats here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Pitt pushing the pace.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Holstein. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. The tap. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia. drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He's going to throw deep right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit, too, and got to hold on to that thing.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mountaineers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this off. Go to work on first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end. forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Lots of running room. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of the season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The option look. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Morgantown will be rocking tonight as if it is ever any other way as the Mountaineers take down Pitt and win the backyard brawl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.